Hey, what's happening, everybody? It is Thursday night, time for another episode of Thrifty Business. I'm your one host, Jason Thrifts, and with me tonight from the Great White North is Lisa Boland. How are you, Lisa?
Hi, everybody. Not too bad. How are you feeling?
I've been better. I've been better. A guy caught a cold, and when you have asthma and a cold, those two things do not go well together.
No.
Everyone was concerned that my taste, can you still taste? I'm like, yes, the cough syrup tastes like shit. I know I still have my sense of taste, so yes. How you doing? It's been a while since we've seen you here.
I'm doing all right. Just keeping, weather up here has been kind of weird. We've been having a lot of smoke from forest fires in other provinces and the edge of our province. So I've got a bit of a frog right now because it's as if I never quit smoking 20 years ago.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah,
all right,
thanks.
Let's get our guests in here, and we have a live studio audience tonight. So let's do those two things real quick here. Now it's time for Jay's Tiki Talk. Each week, I drink a different rum out of a different tiki mug and try and match it up to my guest. All right, Jinni is our guest tonight. She's our resident Christmas expert, so we are talking Christmas in July. Hello, Jinni. How are you?
Hi, everybody.
So, of course, I had to bust out my Santa and Hawaiian shirt mug with a surfboard.
Sweet.
And because it's Christmas in July, I figured what would be better than a beachy rum, Sandy Feet.
Ooh.
And then we actually have a live studio audience. Aaron and Matthew from the Thrifting Board are here. Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. It's so nice to be here on the other side. Thanks very much.
So, cheers, everybody.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
It's very weird to have like 1/3 of the admins kind of here together. Aaron and Matthew are on a little vacation, and they were passing through from Phoenix to Palm Springs. So one quick stop in Vegas to see all the tikiness in our house and go to Frankie's, and then off to Palm Springs tomorrow. So yay, live studio audience. Yay. All right, so Jane's going to talk to us all about Christmas in July, because if you were not aware, all holiday stuff sells all year round. And so that's what we're going to talk about, because also Christmas in July is an actual thing. So we're going to talk about that tonight and all kinds of other good stuff. And Jinni is actually going to kick off our first segment with us because she found something amazing. So let's get it going. And now it's time for our scores of the week. These are the items that you should be on the lookout for when you're out thrifting. Oops. All right, Jinni, what'd you find?
Well, I went to the thrift store this morning, and I went to my favorite store, and they have changed their pricing method, so I spent like $3. And I went across the street, and lo and behold, they had new with tax and without tax shirts. And they're Cracker
Factory.
Cracker Factory, thank you. I have one on. I wore it as drinks over.
I love it.
They were marked anywhere from free to $1.98. And again, these are new, some with tax, some without, but they were all new. And I bought 26 shirts, and it cost me $32. They sell
Holy crap.
average of about $20 to $35 to $40 a piece.
Yeah, that's awesome. Nice finds.
I'm going to keep some of them and sell the rest. So all of mine that I keep will be free.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like drinking at a tiki bar. When you buy the mug and you go home and sell it, it's a free drink.
As I told Jason, either the pricer was drunk or she thought it was a General Dollar brand. She had no clue about all they had. They're behind me. Some are Halloween, and the one right behind me it's got flamingos and palm trees. One was free. Amazingly enough, as I'm going through the rack, and every once in a while I would see free. So I donate to.
Wait, they actually took time to put free on the tag?
Yes.
What kind of magical thrift store is this?
I've never done it before. I've shopped there for years and years and years. I don't know.
We're in Oklahoma. Let's go.
Promotion. And then my other thrift store has started. Every Friday is 75% off the entire store.
Jeez.
Wow.
I mean, there are some good buys to be found, but not like these
Not free.
shirts. I mean, I just couldn't believe it.
No, that's great. All right, sit back, relax, and we'll see you in a little bit. And I'll pop the boys in just for so they can make faces and stuff.
So I even stole borrowed a Christmas sweater from my mother.
Nice. Yeah, I got my Christmas Tommy Bahama on, so.
I don't own Christmas clothes, so.
All right, first up is Lisa for her scores of the week.
So this was a pattern, obviously Vogue Issey Miyake jacket, top, and skirt. I paid a whopping 25 cents Canadian, which is about, I guess, 20 cents American. And it sold for $95 US.
Damn.
And yeah, it was only listed for a couple of months. So that was quite fabulous.
Hells yeah.
And another sewing pattern, another Vogue, bought it at the same place. I'm assuming donated by the same person. Again, 25 cents Canadian, and sold that one for $45 US plus shipping.
Dang, boo, that's amazing.
And this one was part of a huge lot of vintage cookbooks I bought from a lady. And that one I paid 50 cents Canadian, so about 40 US, and that sold for $38 US plus shipping. And that one sold super quick too. I've sold about 5 or 6 copies of that one.
So every recipe starts with a pound of butter.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yep.
Get your Crisco out.
Exactly. And actually, now that I think of it, this is sort of good for Christmas in July. The red apron here has a bunch of reindeer on it.
Nice.
And that one, again, I picked up, actually, this one was 20 cents, so 18 US, and sold for $35 US plus shipping. Took a little longer to sell, but I was quite happy with that return. And strangely, they clamp on or tie. And apparently that was a thing. Don't think you can buy them anymore, but it was some sort of plastic waist hoop that just, I guess, slid through the top of the apron and clamped around your waist.
Wow. So. Yeah, they don't make stuff like that no more. That's for sure. All right, this may look boring, but it is Patagonia. And nice. Make sure to do your research. My assistant, Kelly, my adult assistant, even though they're really both adults, my older assistant, Kelly, had it priced at like $35. And I said, I don't think so. So I went and looked, and this is like a 90s shirt from Patagonia, and we got a quick $65 for it. So once I put her in the right direction. Now, it's kind of a bonus tip. We couldn't find this beige, but we found this exact shirt in like gray and navy. And so you kind of base your prices off of that. Don't fret if you don't find the exact color, but if you find the exact style, the same tag, that's where you can base your stuff off of. All right, collectible Avon beer steins. I mean, come on. Who would have thought they would sell? My buddy gave me 2 of them to sell, and this one sold so fast. I was like, man, I would have never have looked at these.
It's because it's Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely helps, but
yeah.
I got one more, so if you're looking for the Stein, Tiki Pug Music, come and get it. All right, so this is my size. I wear a 2XLT. I didn't like the cut, and it was in the closeout section, so I think I paid like $20 for the shirt. And then, sometimes you buy something for yourself. If it doesn't work, just put it right on eBay. Doubled my money, so no harm, no foul, and I actually made money from me shopping. So I always like when that happens. And I also like when I sell $250 Tiki mugs This is from
Very
Undertow in Phoenix. And I didn't realize I had bought number 2. Now, some people are very much number nerds. I gotta have the low numbers. I don't care. Just give me whatever. And so I thought, man, someone's gonna want a number 2, and I was right. $255. Paid 1 1/4 for it, so doubled my money.
Nice.
Doubled my money. And now it's time for our CD and cassette scores of the week. And as always, we start with flipping cassettes. No music sales for you, Lisa?
None whatsoever.
This is lit. This is one of my wife's all-time favorite albums called A Place in the Sun. And as you can see by the tag, I spent $2 and I sold it for 15 whole bucks. All right, how about Depeche Mode?
Ooh.
I rolled across a bunch of Depeche Mode 12 inches, and as you can see, this one went for $63. And
Nice.
all it is,
I was going to say I'd keep that, but for that price, I'd sell it.
yeah, all it is the same song with 2 different remixes, a 4-minute remix and a 7.5-minute remix. And as you can see, it sold directly on one of the eBay European sites. So all the Depeche Mode 12 inches that I found went up and sold out within like 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Gotta love me some Depeche Mode on 12 inch. That is always a bolo. And now we go from flipping cassettes to flipping CDs. All right. This is one of those that was on Amazon for almost 3 years, I think. And then sometimes, the right customer isn't on Amazon. Just like I've tried to tell Lisa, not every customer is on Etsy. But this was on eBay for maybe a week and it sold for $42. And I only spent like $6 on it. And so that $6 sat for 3 years and I got to the right platform and boom, it sold.
Nice.
$42. All right. So I met a lady in Phoenix who does storage unit cleanouts. And I bought her CDs and she goes, "Do you want me to call you when I get more CDs?" I'm like, "Yes, please." So I paid her $135 for like 2 mail crates full of CDs. And this is one of the first sales, $50. So, and I've already sold other things. So I'm already into profit and it'll be
Nice.
easy peasy. So this is Soldiers of Jah Army. I know it's your favorite, Lisa. I know it's your favorite.
One of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Talk about this quite often. This is the Chris Gaines CD. This is Garth Brooks' Rock CD. And I don't know why I peeled this off, but if you look, the original Walmart sticker, $13. And then the Walmart, or like $13.88. And then it was on sale for $12.88. And then it was on clearance for $9.99. And then it ended up at an antique store for $2.95. And I sold it for $70 on Amazon within about 48 hours. And this is the one that has the holographic cover. So when you tilt it, that's why it looks like that. It shimmers and shines. And then, REM, I was never a fan. Are you a fan, Lisa?
I love REM.
I can't stand them. But they were so big, all their stuff.
I hate Nickelback. So.
All right, well, there. I love Nickelback. But this is one of those rare ones where it was a deluxe edition of Life's Rich Pageant. It was a 2 CD edition. That's a poster that comes with it. And I did this on a consignment. They had it listed for about 4 weeks and it sold for $100.
Nice.
Yeah. And now it's time for our duds of the week. Do not let our mistakes be yours.
Yeah, these these are still sitting in my Etsy shop. I have increased the price, lowered the price. My next stage is to take more pictures because as you can see, they've been listed long enough that they're from back when Etsy only had 5 pictures. So I think I paid probably about $2 or $3 for those. And they've just been sitting and sitting and sitting for 3.5 years.
Okay, see, my CD sat for 3.5 years, and then I put it on a different platform, and it sold like that.
Yeah, maybe I'll throw them on Posh.
Or how about, I don't know, eBay, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. And this, I still don't understand why it hasn't sold yet.
Pretty
I
awesome.
thought this was the most amazing. Again, see, it's got 5 pictures. New old stock. It was in a heavy-duty cello bag, which I took it out of to take pictures of. Still got the original foil label on it. And it's flocked. Everybody loves flocked vintage ornaments. And yeah, it's just sitting again. And that one's actually been up for 4 years. So it, like Deb, is from 2017. She seemed to be selling a lot of stuff last week that was from 2017. So
all right,
maybe it's my turn.
Kitchen, if you would like to buy this awesomeness.
So yes, it is still available, and I might do a deal for somebody out there.
All right, this is from Record Store Day from many years ago, and I finally got someone to take it for $13.85. I lost money on it. I usually make money on Record Store Day stuff. This is one of those ones that didn't work out so well, but they positioned the picture so perfectly for his mouth. I mean, it's so epic. But, you know,
I would have bought that if I knew you had it.
I like to show that, you know, every once in a while I have a piece of media, CD or records that don't sell as well as they should. And it happens. It happens to the best of us. So if you are getting into media and you get some duds, don't worry about it. It does happen. I think I've showed Alfred Shaheen before. I should probably put it on Etsy now that we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've had it on eBay forever. Year and a half at this point on eBay on this listing. I think I had it listed before. It's a great Shaheen. It's not Hawaiian, but it's still a cool piece. And it's got this awesome belt. And
you need to add hostess dress to that.
All right. Hostess dress. Yep. So yeah. So if anyone wants that, I am Tiki Pug Music. I have it on half off on sale. I'll take $50. Get it out of here. Anybody wants that? $50. It's yours. Make me an offer. Your twin wants to buy that.
Oh.
Are you going to wear it? Because yeah, this I want to see. This I want to see.
And now it's time for Where in the World Did Our Stuff Go? If you are not shipping internationally, you are leaving out 7.3 billion with a B potential customers.
And yet another sewing pattern. This one sold just yesterday morning, actually, and I have absolutely no idea how you pronounce that. Possibly Saarlouis, Germany, but yeah, it went out in the mail yesterday. So it's happily jetting off over the ocean. That one, I'm not sure how much I sold that for. I don't remember. But yes, you know, can't go wrong with a puffy pirate shirt costume pattern.
This is the kind of shirts my brother-in-law wears on a normal day. Yeah. Right now, my mom's laughing in the chat. I'm sure of it. All right. Lisa, who's David Gilmour?
He's from Pink Floyd.
Good. Yes. So Dallaston, Australia, population 538, not 538,000, 538. That's it. And someone in that little town said, you know what I need? I need a David Gilmour 12-inch record for $40. So it's on its way there. See, there's my mom laughing. I knew she would. So that's why we encourage you to list everywhere, because you do not know when someone needs to be a pirate in Germany or needs a David Gilmour 12-inch in Australia. That's why you got to offer your stuff up all over the place.
And now it's time for You Have Got to Be Shipping Me. What to do and what not to do when it comes to shipping.
Oops.
Oh, I guess this is for me. My
Debbie's graphics.
Yes, my shipping tip would be to let everybody that you know that you sell online and that you're looking for bubble wrap, packing peanuts, boxes, whatever. I literally have only bought envelopes since I started selling online. And tape. I buy tape. Everything else I get either at work or from people in my neighborhood. I posted in one of my local community groups just for our neighborhood that I was looking for packing material. And I've got 2 or 3 ladies that buy all kinds of breakables, cosmetics or something. They all come packed in peanuts. So they save them for me. Fabulous little mugs that are, or boxes that are perfect for mugs. So about every second week, I get a text saying, you know, they're on my deck, come pick them up.
There you go. That's always a good tip. And if you go places like the vet, they get good boxes too. So, you know, sitting in the vet's office one day, I'm like, can I have those empty boxes you're about to recycle? Those are good and they're thick and, you know, they're in great shape. Okay, something I've never done in 21 years. I ordered CD mailers. They're a little bit different shape than the, I'll make myself bigger here. Oops, that's just Lisa.
That's not you.
There we go. All right, so a CD mailer is a little squattier, a little shorter, and it's 1 penny cheaper. Now that sounds ridiculous, but I sell so many, you know, 1 penny will add up over the year. So I'm going to have both now, but for the CDs, I'm using this one because it's a penny cheaper. So this is a number 0, which we can use for CDs and DVDs and video games. And this is called the CD mailer. So craft bubble mailer. So just so you know that there's those options out there that have different sizes. I'm getting quiet golf applause over here. Yay. Squattier. Yep. Squattier. Excuse me. All right. What's next?
And now it's time for the Thrifty Tips of the Week. Little tips and tricks to help you out when you're outsourcing.
This is a picture of Lisa from a couple years ago.
No, I have no idea who that is, but yes, again, I'm sort of known for, well, even cheaper than a Peggy quarter. I like to get stuff for free. So I have sort of spread the word that I resell stuff. And I even have one of the 2 Dogs Digs t-shirts that says, if you love something, set it free or give it to me and I'll resell it. So I wear that, and quite often people come up to me and will say, well, I did a market yesterday and the lady looked around my booth and said, oh, I see you like tins. Can I bring you some? Will you be here next week? I'll bring you some tins. So she's bringing me a box of vintage tins for free.
Nice.
Next week. And I mean, I get stuff for free left, right, and center. It's hilarious. And I mean, some people do ask, you know, if I'd like to buy their grandma's estate or whatever, and I'm always glad to come and take a look. But free stuff is amazing. And even if it's stuff I don't want, I usually
tins.
Tins are great. But yes, I like to, you know, if they've got stuff that I'm not interested in, I can usually refer them to somebody that will gladly take it off their hands, whether it's another reseller or a local charity or whoever. So free is good.
Nice. All right. If you have savers near you, you can say goodbye to the dressing rooms. They're getting rid of them.
Oh.
I'm going to guess there was more theft going on than it was worth it to have them. So we walked in the other day and they were like, yep, no more fitting rooms. And then they said, have you been over to the Summerlin Savers in the last couple of weeks? I said, no, I haven't. They're doing self checkout now at Savers.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how that's going to work, but when I get over to Summerlin Savers the next week or so, I will definitely do it, and then I'll let you know. But yeah, if you're at Savers, no more fitting rooms. They're getting rid of them.
I know up here we haven't had access to fitting rooms since COVID started. So they're not allowed to let people in them, so they're just chained off. So
most of the neighborhoods in Vegas where the Savers are, not the best. And, you know, I've had to talk to the managers. I go, there's some shenanigans going on in the dressing rooms. And so, it was obviously, it's too much of a headache or we're losing too much. We'll just get rid of them. So, yep, no more trying on clothes at Savers, other than if you want to do it in the aisle.
And now it's time for our online selling tips of the week. It doesn't matter if you're selling on Etsy, Depop, Mercari, Poshmark, or eBay. These are little tips and tricks to help you when you're selling.
And this is Lisa as a real little girl.
Not quite. She doesn't have the cowlick. Yeah. Although I did have those pigtails. But yes, the Etsy has just released their fall 21 trend report. If you sell on Etsy, you should have gotten an email within the last couple of days. If you don't get their emails or you don't sell on Etsy, you can find it just by Googling it or going to Etsy and clicking on Seller Handbook, and there's a link to it there. They put these out 4 times a year, telling you what they are predicting the new trends are going to be. So right now it's starting for fall, so that if you're a maker, that you have time to add new products, or, you know, for me, I tend to scroll through it and see if there's anything that I might happen to have in my death pile that needs to get listed right now. So, and that person looks like Prince almost, I'm thinking, in that picture. I just glanced at it and thought, why is there a picture of Prince in an ugly sweater? But I guess it is.
All right,
sort of the Martha Stewart. Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's all right. When you're listing artists who come from another band, this is Jerry Hallowell, aka Ginger Spice. So when you go down to the item specifics, make sure to check off Spice Girls. It's not really keyword spamming because she's a Spice Girl. This isn't a Spice Girls release, but unless you're me, you might not realize this is Ginger Spice. And so you might be a Spice Girls fan but not know their, non-Spice names or their legal names. And so you might not know this. So someone will definitely find it easier if I had Spice Girls checked off. So if you have anyone from the Eagles, like, they've all had solo stuff, Don Henley, Glenn Fry, Joe Walsh. Anytime someone does solo stuff, just put the band in that they're in the item specifics. And then when people do the search, they will find the stuff.
Good idea.
And where is it?
Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're angry, and sometimes they're just plain weird. Now it's time for the feedback of the week.
This one was nice. I picked up an entire estate of vintage books, tons and tons of Monty Python, some Saturday Night Live, and Pogo. I got about 3 dozen Pogo books. And this was the first one I've listed, and it sold pretty quick, and I got wonderful feedback just a couple of days ago. So that was nice to see.
Yeah, I didn't have a good one until today. This showed up today. GM safety supply hat. I mean, what? Who cares? What? I mean, the seller is really outstanding. He worked with me on the selling price and shipped very quickly. And not only did he ship my trucker hat in a box as asked, he patted the hat from every possible angle. Quite over the top customer service. See, all these people who complained about the amount of feedback going from 80 characters to 500, so many people complained. I have yet to get a bad one. And so if you offer good customer service, you shouldn't worry about it. But it's nice that these people can write these glorious books about you, how well you did in shipping and stuff. And no, Pogo is a cartoon character.
Yeah, he's an opossum.
Yeah, so definitely different.
Walt Kelly is the cartoonist. So.
All right, so before we get Jinni in here, let's do a little quick housekeeping and upcoming shows. There we go. All right, so Nay and Lola show, Naylo's Thrift Talk, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. What is the Coconut Girl aesthetic? That is the new hot thing on Depop right now. So it's basically if you took TIKI and Jimmy Buffett and then made it girly. So that's the Coconut Girl aesthetic. So they're going to throw me in the mix coming from a TIKI commentary. And so I've got some TIKI stuff to share about it. And it's one of those things where if you know that, if you don't have teenage girls, I have no kids. But if you don't know, if you find out what's hot, then you can look around your house and go, oh, I have this. and this and this, and that would fit in this new aesthetic. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. So please join us over on their YouTube channel, Nalo's Thrift Talk. And then on Sunday, Mom and I are talking. She bought some more CDs and tapes because Mom's killing it with media. And so she bought a whole lot. She, talks someone into giving them a deal on the whole lot. So we're going to sort through them on Sunday. It's always good to help for those of you who don't know media, to watch me sort through things, because you're going to see what should be sold by itself, what should be sold in groups. So we're going to do that at Sunday, 7 o'clock East Coast, 4 p.m. on the West Coast. And, oops, that's what I wanted next. Next Thursday, can you net $10,000 from a 2-week road trip? Dan and Michelle Brooks have set out for a 2-week road trip through Tennessee and Alabama and Georgia and thereabouts. And they're hoping to bring back enough stuff and have some fun. And they hope to bring back enough stuff to turn into $10,000 in sales.
Nice.
So they started their first YouTube channel. I've known Michelle and Dan for a long, long time, and it's fun watching new YouTubers. But I'm looking forward to seeing if they pulled it off, if they found enough good stuff to net 10,000. Because if you can go on a road trip and have some fun, like I know they spent one whole day at Dollywood, no sourcing. They just went to Dollywood to enjoy the rides in the park, and so that's what we're going to talk about: how to source and make money when you're on the road. All right, let's get our guest in here.
And now it's time for the Thrifty Business special guest of the week.
Yeah, I'm a horrible mess. Where is it? There it is. Good gosh. Hi, Jinni.
Hi.
How are you? Now,
Great.
normally we do a segment called Unseasonably Sold, but of course, since we're talking Christmas in July, I figured we'd save that until you got on. So let's bump you up here a little bit, put the boys at the bottom. And now Lisa and I will quickly do our Unseasonably Sold. If I can find it. There we go.
And now it's time for Unseasonably Sold. What did you sell out of season?
I just sold this a couple of days ago, and it was a Holly Hobby costume pattern. So I would assume it's for Halloween, but maybe somebody just likes to get dressed up like Holly Hobby. And if that's the case, then I don't want to know. Great return on a sewing pattern that I picked up for 20 cents Canadian. That one sold for $35 US plus shipping.
Nice. And
yep.
I listed this in March. It sold in July. It was sealed and brand new. Christmas music by the Shins, Paul McCartney, Preservation Hall Jazz Band, Rufus Wainwright. $25. I paid $3 at a record store. So don't be sleeping on your Christmas music. All right, Jinni, have you sold any music lately?
I know I haven't.
I gotta get you selling some Christmas music.
I have not been listing since April. But tomorrow's a new day.
Well, hell yes. I like your thinking. All right, let's get your the great thing about Jinni is she comes with a whole presentation. So basically, Lisa and I just gotta sit back and relax now, because Jinni's going to go to town with us with all the things you need to know about what's hot right now. Whoops. Did you know Christmas in July has a specific date?
The 25th.
I did not know that.
Yes.
I thought it was just like a general term, and then I found out there's an actual day that it goes to.
People actually celebrate Christmas in July.
All right, let's get your.
I never understood why it's July, not June. Should be June, 6 months after or 6 months before. Not July, but
it's just a thing.
Yeah.
All right.
I have to show you my hat. I tried to put it on, but it's too big for me. So this is the first time without a hat.
All right. So why should we care about Christmas in July?
Well, if you go in the stores, Hobby Lobby is putting out Christmas left and right. Television shows are doing Christmas in July. I mean, everybody is gearing up. The earlier you start, by the time
Jinni is so excited about Christmas in July, she took her breath away. I will mute you. I'll mute you there until you're all good. Now, I've always said this every time we talked with Jinni about stuff. I used to be the guy that pulled all my Christmas stuff like end of January and then didn't bother listening until October. And that was the first probably 17 years of selling online. And then I started to realize that things sold all year long. And then look, I listened to that Christmas CD in March and it sold in July. And never even got close to the holiday season. I thought I was listed even earlier. I'm like, oh, I just listed in March.
I'm alive.
All right, good. Woo.
Okay. I think I caught Jason's bronchitis. I don't know.
No, I just have a cold. Now, don't wish bronchitis on me. Good gosh. Matthew and Aaron have bronchitis. What are you talking about here?
So people get ready for Christmas so that when December gets here, they can celebrate. They don't have to worry about shopping and, you do all your shopping on Black Friday anyway. So online, of course. Okay, next slide. I'm going to show you some things that sold starting at the beginning of the year. I sold this mug. It's Merry Whatever. Sold on Valentine's Day.
Of course.
I paid 50 cents for it. eBay took $3.71. Shipping was $8. I made $15.23 for a Merry Whatever.
Lisa, what always blows my mind is I'm a huge Christmas fan. I got Christmas shirts, decor, music, and I have never once on Valentine's Day thought, you know what I need right now? I need a Christmas mug. First, my mom loves Christmas. We grew up. Christmas was a really big deal at our house. The music, the decor, everything. And I just never buy Christmas stuff any other time of the year other than Christmas time. So it was amazing to me that people bought it all year round. And that's why I didn't realize I shouldn't take my stuff down after Christmas was over.
The lady that bought this bought it as a gift for somebody. So, and this is the Yes Virginia page on Christmas mugs. Scroll up or scroll down.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to get rid of my mom. What's happening here?
Get rid of your mom.
Yeah.
Turn chat off. Yes, there you go.
There we go.
If you go over to Yes Virginia and look through the topics, you'll see this one just happens to be on mugs, and it tells you brands to look for, what has sold recently, and I have hundreds of topics, so I like that one. I'm only a morning person on December 25th.
Yeah, that's great.
So in your spare time, if you'll look through those, it'll give you an idea of what to look for. And that, again, that's on my Facebook page, Yes Virginia, Christmas on eBay. Okay.
I'll pop the link in the chat. So if you're not joined Jinni's page, come on over and join them. There we go. And there we go. What is this silliness? What is this?
I had this for a long time. It's a reindeer made out of a fork. I sold it for $32.94. I paid $1 for it. Shipping was $2.95. The eBay fees. I made $25, almost $24.65 off of it. So I had it for a long time. It was up for a long time. It sold for $30. So,
my live studio audience wants to know who's Virginia.
I'm Virginia. Jinni is short. Or if your name is Virginia, you've heard Virgin for short, but not for long.
Wow, we've gotten to the Blue Christmas special. I didn't realize that was going to happen.
I've heard that so many times that I couldn't tell.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Are you writing it down, Lisa?
No, but for the youngins, it's also from what is it? The Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah.
Right. So, and you look at my jewelry. it gives you an idea of Christmas pins and brooches and other kinds of jewelry. And it tells you what brands to look for. Some of the brands can sell for hundreds of dollars on Christmas pins.
Yeah, Becky Dix in the chat said she's been selling Christmas pins almost daily right now.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Never once when it was 111 degrees in Vegas did I think, I need a Christmas pin.
yeah. Get to know your brands and make sure you're looking at the thrift store. So, ooh, I paid the Peggy price on this. This is what they call a honeycomb table display. And this was Santa. I paid $0.25 for it. I made $11.93 off of it. And it was just in the package. You just set them on the table. And people collect these. They're vintage, but they're very interesting to look for and sell.
Where'd you find that at, Jinni?
At the thrift store.
Okay. Was it? It was $0.25, so it wasn't free, but close.
No, it was not free, but it was close. And I just put some up that had recently sold. The little basket with Santa in it sold for $27.79 plus shipping in April. And this was it was in the honeycomb, but it doesn't look like honeycomb, but I think it opened up and it sold for $34 with free shipping in June of this year on eBay.
Nice.
So typically you're going to see those in the packages and take it out, open it up. If it's all there and the price is right, they do sell.
Honeycomb.
These were some little table topper, I think they're place cards, sold for $18.69. And then this lady had a pair of them, sold them for $40 plus shipping. So one's a hot air balloon and the other one are elves dancing around a tree. But they all have the honeycomb. If you're old like me, you remember those. And those are singing and dancing Santa Clauses. I don't know. Did I put that in there, Jason?
Yep.
It was a mistake.
Oh. I just went with all your links and your pictures.
So next slide. Okay. These are some members of Yes, Virginia. And they let me share what they found. This was from Shannon Matson. She paid $6 for this little motion snowman. She sold it in 6 hours to a collector who had been searching for it for 2 years. And it was only partially working.
Wow.
Now, gimme is a bolo almost every single time. The older gimme motion. They make Santas, reindeer, snowmen, lots of different Christmas motion toys. And even if they don't work, she sold it for $149.95 plus shipping. And again, it only partially worked.
Damn.
Look for your gimmies. They made the snowman in a different color, and I think that's why it was so good. This is Sue. And she bought this in March for $5. She said it was hard to part with, but she got $60. It's an antique German Merry Christmas press paper stand-up sign. Now, many of you know Rosita that lives in Florida. I know she was on your show once, Jason. She found a whole box, or she bought a whole box of these at an auction. And with research, I figured out that most of these were used as calendar toppers on old calendars.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, but they're pressed paper and people are crazy for them. They collect them. This, but $5 into 60. This is Nancy Johnson. She bought 5 of these at a yard sale for 50 cents each. Sold all of them. They're Avon. People say Avon doesn't sell. That's not true. She had $250 invested. She made $100 or sold it for $100.
Nice.
Anything nativity will sell just about. And this is David Edwards. David is on fire this month. I tell you, he is selling Christmas like nobody's business. Someone needed a snowman on a 100-degree day. Paid $3 for this at a garage sale. And David said the fiber optics just seem to be getting more valuable every year.
Are they not making fiber optic things anymore?
Yeah, like they do, but people want the older ones.
Wow, that's crazy.
And again, this is Avon. $59.99.
Maybe we should do a show on Avon, good or bad, and just have everyone vote.
The perfume bottles, not so much.
Yeah, I watched Carbu Chris's recent video, and he picked up a whole bunch of the perfume bottles, and I'm like, step away from the Avon bottles. No.
Run away.
I messaged him. I go, I can send you a whole bunch from the United States. Yeah, if you really like them. He's like, no, it's all right.
Yeah, this is Annette. She bought these beauties for $2. They sold within 24 hours for my full asking price.
Holy shit, $299.
$299.
Yeah.
Napco Noel Angels, graduated bells, figures in the box, 1956. Now you'll find these individually all the time. I mean, if I go to the thrift stores every single day in a week, I'll find at least 3 or 4. But these were in the original box.
Yeah, that's the key, the original box.
The original box is the key. So, and they sold within 24 hours. This is Hydran, and she is a great resource for everything German Christmas. She helps out a lot of people. But this was a Nordstrom at home ornament that she rescued from the landfill. She listed it on March 4th, and she said, and Jinni helped me identify it. I identified it by the cap. Last year we talked about caps. But she made $20 off of something she found in the landfill. So, again, that's from Nordstrom, the department store. If you get an ornament and you can't figure out what it is, go to my page, look at caps, hangers, and you can tell by the cap, typically, who makes the ornament. Blow molds are hot, hot, hot. A few months ago, I was at the thrift store, 75% off day, and there were 2 blow molds sitting over there. This was in the afternoon. I'd already been once in the morning. And so I was talking to the manager, and I said, what kind of deal can you give me on both of them? Well, they were marked $19.95, and that brought them down to $5, and I was trying to buy them for less. I got them for about $4 a piece.
Oh, man.
I just got a tin soldier for free a couple of weeks ago.
Well, what's all this free stuff? I don't get just free stuff.
People put stuff out on the curb.
These are Black Santa blow molds.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And I think I'm going to wait until October and try to auction them. I'm not going to take any less than $150 each. They're union.
Wow.
And I have an even bigger one behind me. I don't know.
If someone wants to give me free blow molds, I'll happily take them.
Yeah.
I gotta get Jinni and Lisa to rub off on me like free blow molds.
So let's talk a little bit about what you should be looking for. So in the 50s, high density polyethylene HDPE and polypropylene PP were used to produce containers for water, oil, and milk jugs. So in the 50s, some enterprising manufacturers started producing blow molds for Christmas decorations. So some of them go back as far as the 40s. But these are some brands you want to look for. That is Becho. Everyone calls it Bako, but it's Becho. Union Products, TPI, Empire, Polaron Products, and Noma. Noma is also very famous for their lights, the Christmas lights. But those are the brands that you want to be looking for when you're looking at vintage blow molds. Okay, next slide. So let's talk a little bit about Union. Now, Union is the one that my Black Santas are. They are founded in 1946 in Leominster, Massachusetts, and they specialized in blow mold sculptures. This was about the time the blow molds were starting to become popular in the USA after the Second World War. So if you look up at the right, you'll see Union Products, and it'll say Leominster, Mass, with the product number. Scroll down a little bit, Jason. In 2012, Cato Products, which was also a custom blowing mold company, revealed that they had bought almost all of the molds and assets from Union and began to reproduce them. This is a head-only Union that sold on eBay in May for $99.
Nice. Are the Cato products marked Cato, or do they still say Union?
No, they say Cato. They do say Cato.
Good, good.
So how do you ship them with the dimensional rates? The taller ones, obviously.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay, cool.
Okay, these are Becho, and these were the earliest. They were from 1965 to no, these are not the earliest. 1965 to 1968. They were purchased by MSL, but the ones that actually say Becho on them are the money makers. Becho products continue to sell products partially under their name as Becho and also MSL Industries. And by the summer of 1968, the Becho product name was discontinued in favor of MSL Plastics. And the once Becho product molds would later be acquired and manufactured by General Foam Plastics in the early 1970s, making the end of MSL. But that's the Becho. And look at the price that sold for. Scroll up a little bit, Jason. $179.04 plus $22.75 in April.
So are you doing buy it nows or auctions, Jenny, when you do the blow molds?
Some people, I mean, right now, most of them are buy it now. The closer you get to Christmas, the more you can make. I mean, I know Christmas sales year round, but starting in October for items you're going to auction, I found out that's when you can make the most money. Empire Plastics, Carolina Enterprises. The Empire Company was founded in 1953. It was a sister company of the larger Carolina Enterprises, and during its run, many of the blow molds were stamped Carolina Enterprises rather than Empire. You can see the Empire logo there, but also scroll down just a little bit. It says, you can hardly read it, but it does say Carolina on it. And again, they were by Cato. You know, they Empire downsized in 2001 and stopped making blow molds. And the molds and the machinery were sold in auction to General Foam Plastics. General Foam closed in 2017. Again, some, but not all of the molds were auctioned off and sold to Cato Plastics, the same company that bought the Union molds. So right now, the reproductions you're seeing are almost all going to say Cato on them. But you're looking for the original manufacturers, the Empire, the Beko. Those are where your money is at. This particular season's greeting sign, go back.
Oops. Hey,
Sorry.
there we go.
Scroll up. Up, 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 over, to the right. Up, up. Sold for $305 in June of this year. Season's Greed. It's fairly large, but that just gives you an idea of what some of these blow molds are selling for. Okay, next slide. Now,
Is that Craig?
we're going to talk about nativity. And every time I see a nativity blow mold, the very first thing that comes to mind is put the baby Jesus down. If you've never seen Tuna Christmas, this is Vera Karp upon seeing someone messing with her award-winning yard display. This is a play. Justin Williams and, I can't think of the other guy's name. This is Justin right here. They wrote it, and there are like 40 characters, and they play all of the characters. I mean, it is hilarious. The first time I saw this was in Tyler, Texas. I checked into a hotel. I flipped on the TV and was unpacking my bags, and this came on, and I was rolling on the floor. Now, it might be somewhat of a Southern thing, but I swear to Pete, I knew I had relatives that fit every single character in this whole show. But if you've never seen a Tuna Christmas, you have to see it. So baby Jesus seems to be the one that goes missing, or unfortunately they're stolen. I've sold a few of these. The baby or the lady?
The lady, duh.
The lady. And this one sold for $34.99 plus shipping on July 2nd, just recently. But if you go in and look, you'll see a lot of these. I picked mine up at the bins. I found 2 or 3 at the bins. So this is the Union blow mold.
Oops. It's like
North Star of Bethlehem sold for $130 plus shipping in May.
Wow.
Empire Camel sold for $114 in June. Do not hesitate to pick up single pieces when you find them. I mean, people are always looking for replacements, or some people like to have a dozen camels in their nativity. So, just the sheep, the what people are always, these can break, by the way. If you store them in the heat, they get brittle and they will break. So people are always looking for replacements. Okay, next slide. This is an Empire complete set, 9 pieces, 3 feet tall, sold for $750. About 2 years ago, they were putting out a nativity set, and I came back around and some lady had bought it. She paid like $10 for the whole set. Oh. I should have stood there while he marked it, but you snooze, you lose.
Yeah, no kidding.
$75 for shipping. So
that's a lot of pieces.
And this was a General Foam. Again, General Foam is a newer set. And this one sold for $599.99. They did offer free shipping.
They're crazy.
Don't be afraid to ship. No.
Yeah, that was even doing UPS ground or FedEx home. That's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Not weight wise, but definitely size wise.
Okay, so you've sold your blow mold. How do you ship it? Check out Big Daddy. There's the link. And maybe, Jason, you can put the link down below. But Big Daddy goes through and tells you how to ship these. They've shipped them before, haven't you, Peggy?
Oh, yeah.
So, I bought a vacuum cleaner last Christmas and I kept the box. So I'm going to put one of my Santa Clauses, or one of the black Santa Clauses, in there. So, and this is my Yes Virginia page on blow molds. And again, it just tells you what to look for, what's sold, and a little bit of history. Okay. Let's talk about pixies and elves and knee huggers. Over 50 years ago, before there was an elf on the shelf, there were knee huggers. And see, Peggy said she shipped plenty of those blow molds. Tune in Sunday.
Do the molds break easily?
I would say it depends on how old they are and the condition that they're in.
I've never had a problem with any.
Me either. So
Yeah,
but
they can
anyway,
get brittle.
yeah,
What'd you
they
say, Lisa?
can. They can get
Oh, I
brittle.
said they can get brittle if they're
Yeah.
left in the heat. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so if you live in Vegas, they'll get brittle.
Yeah.
Almost all of these knee huggers were made in Japan. And these are common stickers and tags that you're going to see. The most common is the blue. You're going to see that on a majority of the knee huggers that you find. The generic blue sticker was typically sold in like 5 and dime stores like Ben Franklin and Woolsworth. And the dates for these were the 1950s and 1960s. So again, the blue one's the most common, but there are other ones. Okay. The red and green knee hugger pixie is the most common. And that's the one you're going to probably find in the wild. I mean, I have found lots of them like that. Okay, next slide. The knee hugger elves got their names from their bodies, which was made from wires wrapped in cheap, colorful fabrics such as felt and burlap. Some of the newer ones are in a glittery fabric. Their bendable arms hug their bendable knees so that they could either sit on shelves or be hung as Christmas ornaments. So that's why they're called knee huggers. You can bend their knees up and put their little arms around them so they can hug their knees. The pixie heads were plastic injection molded. The most common heads have pale peachy colored skin. Most of them have a side part on their hair, either blonde, white, or dark brown. Almost all of them have blue eyes with oversized black irises and long eyelashes. Wrapped in cheap, colorful fabric, just my style. Ears. This is just a guess on my part, but I think the pointed ears are elves and the rounded ears are pixies. I looked and looked and looked, and lots of pictures of pixies and elves, and I think that's why some of them are called knee hugger pixies and some of them are called knee hugger elves. Again, that's just a guess. Okay.
Wow.
Selling in groups can be quite lucrative. If you'll go on eBay, you'll see groups that sold for more than this. But this sold in July for $200. And these are the newer glittery ones. She has some older red and green. And they come in all different sizes, everywhere from like 6 or 7 inches up to almost a foot. So selling.
Are those 3 dead?
I was thinking the same thing. Like, it's a weird posing to put the 3 like.
3 dead ones on the front. Yeah.
And which one of you killed them?
This is one that sold for $16.99 in June of this year, plus shipping. And he had a little tag on him. I didn't recognize the name. I can't even remember what the name said. And then the other one was a Santa knee hugger. He sold for $22.78 plus shipping. Next slide. And before we do this, I'm going to show you something I bought. I bought a tree skirt, and it's huge, and it's felt, and it has all kinds of things on it. And lo and behold, one of the things was a knee hugger. This one has never had his knees bent.
Oh, wow.
He's always, I mean, you could bend them, but I mean, somebody put a lot of work into this. They cut out the felt, they've got beads, they've got toys on it. I think I'm going to sell this for about $100.
Dang.
Maybe more. And just like most collectibles, there's always one that can bring you the big bucks. And that is the Kmart Winking Devil Knee Hugger. Look at the prices, $125, $124.
Wow. I have a Kmart Devil that's not a knee hugger with the tags downstairs.
Do you really?
Yeah,
it's
but
a
I might have
figurine.
to keep it.
There you go.
I need some of those for the day in.
But
Keeping
these are
it for 10 years.
These are all selling for $100 and up. So, and these all of these sold in the last month or so. So
maybe I'll have to part with mine after all.
But and these come in, knee huggers come for all occasions. There's Halloween ones, Valentine ones. I mean, there's little girls, little boys, clowns. Yes, there are clown knee huggers.
Oh, I need those. What? How come we don't have those in my house already? What the heck?
I don't know. I've never
seen
had one. Yep. And last but not least, this is the very first picture ever taken of me. And of course, it was with Santa Claus and my mom.
Aw.
1950. Now you know how old I am. And just check out Yes Virginia on eBay, on Facebook for more Christmas treasures to keep your eyes peeled for. Again, go in and look at the files. Karen Holt does a wonderful job on keeping all of these files in order. You can go in, take a look, you know, and it just gives you ideas of what to look for while you're out. Next slide. And one last thing for all you wheel watchers. Guess what next week is? It's Christmas in July on Wheel of Fortune. Their Secret Santa giveaway.
Oh.
So even the game shows are getting in on Christmas in July.
Yep, everyone's doing it. So don't sleep on your Christmas stuff. Get it listed. It will sell, but price it as if it's November. Don't price it. Some things definitely drop in the summer, but if you price it where it should be, if it doesn't sell now, it will sell in a few months. So don't shortchange yourself because why do that? Why leave money on the table?
Right. I may put my Black Santas up and start them at 150 in a 7-day auction within the next month or so. And if they don't go, then I'll wait till October to do it again.
All right, so someone tuned in late and they're like, why aren't the boys saying anything? So they're in the middle of a vacation. So what's next on your agenda, fellas?
We're headed to Palm Springs next after our little visit here for some.
Can't hear you.
Hello?
Speak up.
Oh, we're headed to Palm Springs next for a little relaxation, and we're going to do some shopping and all that good stuff.
About to check out Frankie's for the first time, so looking forward to that.
Yeah. So, you know, just
have a drink for me.
We will. We will.
We'll mark it. This is Lisa's drink.
Perfect. Until the border opens, yeah.
Oh, I heard it was opening, or it opened.
Canadians are allowed to come back without quarantine, but Americans are not allowed in, period. And yeah, I'm not sure if we can go down. I don't think I can go down because I have AstraZeneca and Pfizer, and they don't recognize AstraZeneca in the States because you guys never approved it. So I don't know. I'm not going anywhere for a while. So.
All right, Jinni. Yes.
By the way, I'm going to be in the Los Angeles area in August. If anybody wants to meet up, I am me.
All right, Jinni's in LA. What are you doing in LA, Jinni?
I am taking my 16-year-old granddaughter to do all the sightseeing in LA.
Awesome.
My sister lives in LA. So
Okay.
she has a 16-year-old daughter too. So it's going to be my niece and my sister's great niece. It's complicated. We'll have a good time.
Real quick before we scoot out here, Lisa, you just sold at a new market. Like, was it a flea market? Yeah, so tell us about that.
Farmers market. There's a farmers market that sets up from end of June till the end of September, usually, one street over from my house. And we go pretty well every week to pick up wine or bread or just wander around, see what they've got. And suddenly dawned on me, they opened 3 weeks ago yesterday. And 2 weeks ago, I suddenly thought, I should ask if I can sell here. I sell vintage on Etsy, and I have a booth in one of the local antique malls. So I looked on their website, and it said they like small business and they like local small business. So I thought, well, I don't get much localer than across the street. So, unless they're holding their market in my yard, doesn't get any closer than that. And they want environmentally friendly, sustainable stuff. And I sell vintage. So I submitted an application, said I sell vintage kitchen stuff. Will you have me? And so I started yesterday. So I'll be there next Wednesday and then every second week until the end of September. And it went fairly well. I mean, for my first time, when nobody was expecting to go and buy vintage kitchen gear, I did, make about 3 times what I paid for the booth. So that was nice. And made some good connections. As I said earlier, some lady's going to bring me some free tins next week. And gave out a lot of business cards and directed people to the antique mall. And so onward and upward. Hopefully it'll get better every week. And I had great crepes. We have a family that's here from France that opened a traditional French creperie. And so they have a food truck. And so they set up at the market and it was amazing. It was buckwheat crepe with ham, cheese, and egg. And it was brilliant. It was like being in Paris, but not quite. So.
All right. So if you're in the Winnipeg, yeah.
Yep, Winnipeg, Manitoba, South Osborne Food Market, or South Osborne Farmers Market, 725 Kylemore, just off of Jubilee. If you're in the neighborhood, stop by. It's every Wednesday, all summer from 4 till 8.
And then if you're in Palm Springs this weekend and you happen to be hanging out at a tiki bar, you might see these two. And you might see Jinni in LA in August. And hey, if you're in Vegas, hit me up and we'll go check out Frankie's, which is what we're going to do right now. So Jinni, thank you very much. Everyone, get your Christmas stuff listed. It's selling and we're all selling it. So get it up and get it listed, but list it high and let it fly. And thanks guys for being a live studio audience. Thank you, Lisa, for co-hosting. Thanks, Jinni, for being on.
Anytime.
And Mom and I will see you Sunday with Mom's most recent CD and cassette finds. So with that, I'll say have a good evening, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.